Now we have here user defined functions as the next one. Though we have a lot of system defined functions are available, that may not be complete to fulfill your requirement of your own project. There are situations you may need to create your own functions. If I want to create my own functions, what is syntax, how to do that one, that we are going to learn it now. For example, first one, exercise 1, define function without arguments and return type. Let me keep the heading here. Heading is not available. So I'm keeping a heading. What you are learning? User defined functions. Shortly it is called as UDFs. So right, user defined functions. In this one, exercise 1, we are going, that is nothing but defining the functions we are trying to learn about it. We are trying to learn about define functions without arguments and return type. Here we passed here no arguments. And we are not writing here no return statement. This total is called as defining the functions. We defined it. Next, we are trying to call this function, whatever available, we are calling or running the function. If you call this one, it's saying as welcome to the user defined functions, it's saying. So that's what we have here, user defined functions, the first exercise. Let us practice this one, then we'll move on to the next one. Okay. So we are writing here, first one, two steps are available in function defining. Okay, in UDF, mainly two steps are available. In UDF, mainly we have what? How many steps? Two steps are available. What are those things is, number one is called as, what is this? Define the function. Number two is what? Call the function. These are the two things what are available. Now we are trying to learn about how to define the function. Now we are defining the function without parameters and return type. Next we are trying to write here welcome message kind of thing we are writing here. So let's say define def is the keyword and we are saying as function. So any name you can write here basically. I am writing the name as function welcome. FEN welcome is any name you can write it. User defined name it is. Then this is called as title of the function. What is this? Title of the function. Now we provide the title of the function, we are entering it. Again, what is started here? This is called as what? Indent. Indent is started. Now you can go and you can write how many lines of code you want, you can write it. I am writing only one line of code, print, welcome to UDFs. Something like this I written. Now I am executing it. Now defining is completed. The second one we have here called the function. Second one we have here that is called as call the function. So how to call this function? Just you have to write here, specify the function name, then with brackets and enter. Now we are going to see welcome to the UDFs. We are able to see it. Are you getting my point? Yeah. Let us try to see the next exercise we have here. The next exercise is, what is that? Function with one argument and no return type. Okay, let us go and try to do that one. Exercise 2, function with, what is that? One argument it has to accept and no return type. No return type. Now we are trying to provide here the function, let's say define, what is that? Function, let's say square I am trying to calculate it, very simple one. Square I am going to calculate it. For a given value of the x or for a given value of the base, we are trying to calculate the square. Now we are writing here print, then whatever base is available, that power with what? 2 because it is square, right? So we're saying as 2. Now I'm trying to call here function underscore square. Then 10 square I want to calculate it. What is the answer? 100. Then I'm trying to say as function square. Then I'm executing it. Did you pass any arguments? No. That's what it's saying as missing one required positional argument. That is known as base. It requires minimum one argument is required. This argument type is called as mandatory argument. What is this? Down the line, we are going to learn about the default arguments, but this point of time it is what? Mandatory argument. So base is the one thing, it's expecting compulsory it is. The next question is, let us say I am trying to ask you, let us say a is equal to function underscore square I am saying, then I am saying as 20. Now we got here 400. Can you please tell me what is the value of what is the value of a? Can you please tell me what is the value of a? Anyone has any idea? 400. Is it? Okay, let us see that one. But I am trying to execute this a value, whatever available. Unfortunately, I am not seeing anything. It is a null. The reason behind you written here, what is this? Without any written type, right? No written type. Function is displaying only on the screen because print is available to display on the screen, not to store anywhere. Not to store anywhere. So based on that point, now I want written type also I want it. Then how I can go and do that one? Okay, third one, define function with arguments and return type also we want it. So now how I can get these two things, we'll try to observe it. Okay, we are trying to define here function. Let us say power is the function name, or you can take fun underscore power. I want two things, the runtime. One is called as base, second is called as power. Two things I wanted. Then we are writing here return statement directly. Return statement we are writing here directly. The return whatever base value provided, that one power we are writing like this. We define the function with how many mandatory arguments? Mandatory arguments are how many? Two are available. If you are not providing two, it is going to throw the error. Now, if you go and try to execute here this function fun underscore power, let's say 2 comma 3 I am providing. What is the answer? 2 power 3, that is 8. Now we are seeing the 8. For example, I am passing here a is equal to, I am passing like this. Now what is the value of the a? What is the value of the a? 8. That's what we are going to say. Now if we say a is equal to function underscore power, then 10 comma 3, what is the value of the a? Then we are going to get here 1000, we are going to get it. So we did here with two arguments and return type, with two mandatory arguments and return type. Okay, passing arguments order, let us say. Passing arguments order, we are trying to explore it. We have here function, then we have here power, right? I'm passing base is equal to, what is that? Let's say 10. Power is equal to, let's say we are passing as 2. It is accepted, it is working. Second, I am trying to provide here function power, then base is equal to, I am passing 10. Then power is equal to 2 I am passing, it is throwing here error. What is error? Positional argument. This is called as 2 is now positional argument. Follows what? Keyword argument. This base is equal to 10 is called as keyword argument. This is the one syntax which is wrong. Rest of the three possibilities are working perfectly. I mean to say function power. First you define 10, then you write here power is equal to, you write it, power is equal to that, it works. And both you write here position wise only, try to pass it. Both you pass using the position wise. Still it is works. So what is the matter here? Both are available position wise, it is okay. Both are available keyword wise, it is okay. First position, then keyword, that also okay. But first keyword, then position, not okay. So out of four possibilities, this is the one possibility it won't work. You need to remember this one. You need to remember this one. Got it? Any questions? Keyword means our parameter name we are using, then it's called as keyword. This is keyword, right? Okay. Position means this is available in the first position, this is available in the second position. Okay. Perfect. Now let us move on to the next one. Next one. I want to know about one thing that is called as doc strings. I want to know about one thing that is called as doc strings. The first point in the doc strings is tell me how we are exploring some function which you don't know. First time we are seeing it, how we are exploring it. If some function you don't know, how we are exploring it. You written here alien question mark, immediately what you got here? Doc string. It's saying as written the number of items in a container. Because this statement is available, you know what this function is doing now, right? The doc string may be as much big as you want. You can go and you can configure it. So min we are saying here, the min case we have here, what is this? Big story is available here, right? Yes or no? Right. So any function you take it, any function you take it, there is a doc string is available. But what about your function just now what you created? If you go and try to see whatever function you created just now, I'm observing a doc string and what it's saying? No doc string. No doc string. For all the user defined functions, you need to provide some doc string so that your other team members able to understand what is the purpose of this function. What is the purpose of this function? Then we have to learn here how to provide the doc string. So doc strings generally we are going to provide below the header of the function. The header of the function is nothing but what titles are. If I say header or if I say title, both are one and same. Now, okay, that's clear. Next is system will treat as a doc string or help document, doc string or help document, doc string, or some people used to call this as what is this? Help doc, help docs. Need to enclose between three times double quotes or single quotes. So system has to understand that means you have to enclose in the double quotes or you have to enclose in the single quotes, you have to enclose it. Something like this and something like this. Are you getting my point? Triple quotes or single quotes, you have to enclose it. For example, let's try to define a function and observe it. I'm trying to define a function called as function underscore, let's say power. Then we are passing here two things. One is called as base, second is called as power. Now enter. This is a place where you are writing now doc strings. Three times triple quotes I am passing it like this. Or you can pass here three times single quotes, also you can pass it like this. Whatever you are passing, system will think like it is not a code, it is a help document. Now we are writing here three times triple quotes I am writing. Then let us try to write some comment. Okay, it is a user defined function. Next, useful to find out the power of given number given numbers. For example, if you provide fun underscore power of, let us say, 10 comma 2, 10 comma 2, it gives answer it gives answer it gives answer, what is that? 100. Something like this is written. So how many lines of documentation you want to write it, you can go and you can write it. This documentation will not be executed by our server, just for docstring, or you can call it as help document. Now here we are writing here, let's say return statement, we are writing it, let's say return, and we are saying as whatever value is available base power, it is what power, we are writing it. Now let me execute it. Now I'm trying to call here function power question mark, then go here. Now observe here docstring, previously it was empty, but now we are seeing some information or not? Yes. So docstring is nothing but help document. Docstring is nothing but help document. Because of this one, your other team members able to understand your function very clearly. Once you move the any object, any code into the production, tomorrow something we have to manipulate it. Then we need the help document so that immediately we can understand and we can move the things. Okay, right. So that's what called as docstring. With this, we completed exercise 2. We completed function with one argument and no return types. And exercise 3 also completed creating a function with one argument and with return type. Docstrings just now we completed. It is a help document. It starts next line of the definition. It starts and ends with a 3 time. Yeah, some question?
I have one question.
Uh-huh.
Okay, see, basically you are writing a piece of code and you define a function somewhere in the first line or second line. Okay. During the course, you you went down to 100th line, 200th line, and you want to edit the function.
Mm-hmm.
So how should I do it? So you define a function, you did it, that's fine, you're trying to use it, but however, you realize that you want to add something on the function.
Mm-hmm.
So how can I edit the function which I defined?
How you can edit means what? You can go directly here and you can edit, right?
No, correct. So then you need to figure it out where you have written the function and then you have to edit, right? In a Jupyter notebook,
Oh, okay.
so assume that you define a function on the first line and you are at the line 200th line while you are doing a coding.
Mm-hmm.
And you realize that you did something on the function and you want to modify the function.
Right.
So
Yeah.
how would I do it? I need to retrieve the first line and then do it, or
So how to get that line number you are asking about, right? Where the
get the line number to get the function which I defined and edit it. Does it store somewhere these functions?
only within the Jupyter notebook cache memory only it is available.
Okay. So
Okay.
it won't be stored in the repository.
Nowhere it's stored in the repository kind of everything is there in the Jupyter notebook.
Okay, the scope of function is confined to the notebook.
Exactly.
So can I make it as a global function?
If you want like that, then we have to keep this one the site packages. So you need to download this. Okay, like this. Here we have the python.py file. This .py file we have to keep in the site packages that we are going to see it in the module lesson.
Okay.
This can be reusable, sir. In the next project, can we use this?
Sorry?
Can we use these? These are the reusable functions.
Yeah, once you create the
Yeah,
functions,
once
it's
we create
reusable,
it,
right?
right? For current if I want to use a new project, will I use this?
Yeah, but that you need to
Yeah,
create
but
that
that you
as a
need to create
module or package and you have to
modular
deploy it.
package. Oh, okay.
So today, let us say,
So
for
today, let
example,
us say,
let me go for it. Import
import
math. Please go on mute
math.
everyone.
Please
I'm
go on
seeing
mute.
import math. I am doing it. This math is one of the module actually. If you go for the type of math, it's not created by me. It's created by automatically it came as part of the installation. It's one of the module. Similar to this module, we also can create our own modules. You can create it. That we are going to learn next level. If math is once available, if I want, let's say math.py, I'm able to access it. Py you didn't define here. It's coming from math. Okay. Suppose I'm writing here now math dot sine of let us say pi by 2. You know sine 90 degrees value is how much? Sine 90 degrees value is how much? 1. Suppose we are writing here math dot tan, then math dot pi by 4. This is nothing but 45 degrees value. Tan 45 degrees value. Math is a module, tan is a function, math is a module, pi is a attribute value or constant value. We are trying to divide with the 4. 180 by 4. That is nothing but 45. 45 degrees of tan is what? 1. That's the we're getting. So what I'm trying to say overall is whatever you if you want too much reusability you want it, we have to create that as a modules or packages and we have to reuse it. Am I clear?
So we need to define the packages globally.
There is no global kind of thing in case of packages. We are going to keep in one folder and we are going to import from there.
In Jupyter.
We are going to see that one. The next lesson we are going to see modules and packages more clearly. Is it clear as of now?
Yeah.
Okay. Now that's what the this lesson whatever we have here. Oh, I
So
missed.
the DEF is a function.
Huh?
DEF
DEF, which DEF?
first line.
This DEF you meant to ask?
Yeah.
It's a keyword. It is a keyword. That's it. It's not a
So
function. It's a
keyword
keyword.
and then function.
Yeah, this is the function name.
Yeah, it means we are defining actually.
Yeah, we are defining. We are defining. This is the function name. It is user defined function. Okay, we completed up to now exercise number 5. We completed. Any questions with exercise number 5? Up to exercise number 5 we completed. From exercise number 6 onwards, we'll try to see in the next class. And tomorrow we have no class, sir. Um, let me